mark off the exact edging detail here, if you so wish. If you put it on the inside, it doesn't matter to be totally exact. But you can essentially create that shape and glue it in. And so what you're left with is this sort of shape that rises to the peak of the chest at the nipple line. And if you just pop that on top of the waist, and as you can see, you can slightly, there's a bit of give in the cardboard edge, and you can slightly maneuver it to fit the slope correctly. Now, same at the top here, you can slightly cut or trim these down to fit the geometries. It's much easier to do the trimming when you can see it by eye and you can see, oh, that needs to be trimmed down. So the last bit is a section that's going to fit on the top, and this is going to represent your the top of your torso, which is going to sit like this. So again, the bottom of this is going to match exactly the top of the torso. So you've already got these dimensions of this rectangle here. So just mirror them again. And then we're looking at the distance from the nipple line here up to the top of the shoulders, this near the collar, this part here. So if you just measure that dimension, you can get this dimension that runs up here, the height. Now, if you measure across from, so we're not going to measure the top of the arm, so it's essentially where the armpit is, or the armpit crease, to the other armpit crease, and it's that width there that you're going to need, and that's going to represent this top width going across over here. Now, this is going to represent the thickness, so it's going to be the dimension across here, but not the dimension of your arm alone. It's going to be this thickness. It's a little bit thicker. So you now have all of the dimensions apart from these slopes. So again, if you just want to, if you were to take your model, so you've got dimensions here from the other part of the torso. You've measured these dimensions, so that's width from armpit crease to armpit crease, and from the thickness across your body here. And so you can create a rectangle for the top of your torso, and then if you just lay on a piece of cardboard edging here, you can mark off exactly where you need to cut. And if you glue the pieces in, to cut them, you end up with a shape like this. So then all you're going to do is stack that onto the top of there. You can glue it down, unless you want to represent something like a gymnast doing a bridge, or something else. Most of the time, I would say, is that you can probably glue these pieces together. And it may be that you can glue the waist and torso together if you're not wanting the body position to be shown as moving forward, bending over, which is probably not a natural position for most of the time. So there you go, that's your torso. On to the next video.